Hi, I've had a number of questions about going back and forth between Photoshop and Lightroom and what you have to consider. Here I'm starting with a file that I've already worked on quite a bit in Photoshop. This is what it looks like before I worked on it, and this is what it looks like when I am finished with it. Now I'm going to close it, and I'm going to Lightroom, and I'm going to import that image and images in the same folder from the hard drive. I will bring them into Lightroom, and you will see that they look like the layered Photoshop files. And if I click on that file, it looks like the finished product. Now I can Command click or Control click E, or go to Photoshop Edit in Photoshop. Lightroom will ask me whether to edit a copy with Lightroom adjustments, edit a copy, or edit original. So we're going to cancel this and go to the Develop module with this image. We'll go to split toning, and we will give this an unusual color so you can see that it is not like the original photograph. It's one of my favorite colors, things to play with black and white photographs in Lightroom. Now I'll choose Edit in Photoshop CS6. And this time I'm going to choose Edit a Copy with Lightroom Adjustments. You can see the picture is flattened and Lightroom adjustments have been applied. You have to be very careful because you can copy over the master file. If I was to choose to save this, I would lose the original layered file because the name is the same, the way that I opened it. So it's very important that I save as and choose a new name at this point. If I was to choose instead Edit Original, then it would open with all of the layers intact, but it would not have the Lightroom changes applied. It will look like the original, and in fact, it is the original. So this is a little bit about workflow, a little bit about planning. My preference is to do everything in Lightroom first, then work in Photoshop, and only use Lightroom afterwards for output. But sometimes you may have reasons to go back and forth. Just do it with great care. So opening up is the Photoshop file. It does take a little bit of time. And here is the original with all its layers intact, but without the Lightroom adjustments. Thanks for listening.